Again, Tamar Jackson, Workforce Central's Director of Community Engagement, the Mayor of Loop City.
Jeff Wolff, Community Engagement Coordinator for Workforce Central and the City Manager of Loop City.
So what we wanted to go on with you guys today is really just talk about Loop City. You keep hearing it. We just feel like it's a fun play on words for us, and we're going to dive into the Loop. But we honestly believe that in order for us to rebuild this community, we had to rebuild a community. And that's all the sectors, all the services, the task force in itself. The task force is Loop City. It's everybody in this loop doing the amazing things that we're doing. Obviously, if you check our logo, it is the bridge. That's the bridge of building gaps and how we do things. But when you see that logo and you see that sign, just know you coming into Loop City. So it's time to do some work.
So what is Loop City? Loop is the acronym for all the different groups that make up our task force. L is for leadership. Our leadership team is made up of our team here at Workforce Central that does all kind of the back end work for the task force that makes it go. Social media, graphic design, running the meetings, systems alignment, all those different things make up leadership. And what does O stand for?
O is organizational structures. That's where your man LG and his team go out and do their thing. It's a bunch of co-leads that all represent the task force in itself. But organizational structures was built to assist the community to deal with the policies and organizations that are causing the disparities in the first place. So we talk about DEI, and really what DEI is diversity, equity, and inclusion. For me being a black man, that is what it's supposed to mean. But what we did find is DEI ultimately means diversity, inclusion with entry. So what we want to do is train each other, teach each other, and give a better understanding on how we bring a collective, inclusive environment, whether it's organizationally, whether it's through the community, whether it's 15,000 feet in the air. Organizational structures is doing their thing. So if that's what you want to be in and that's your involvement, hey, reach out to them. That's a great group to be in.
And the other O is for outreach.
Outreach and engagement. Another co-lead group. I'm sure you know Kelly B, her husband Norman, great people, but they jump out into the community itself with understanding because we put them first. We want to go out, we want to ask questions. How are we relevant in the community? What's the community's needs? How do we support these communities and the events in the community that we're actually pushing out together? We have a lot of great people in that group as well. Planning events, we're looking at universal intakes. What does that look like? How do we build a system that you don't have to continuously tell your story? What does that look like? Does it sound impossible? Yeah, but hey, we got a great group. So we're working on that as well and really just holding accountable. All these groups really counteract with each other. So outreach is another amazing group. If you love outreach, if you love to be in the community and that supporting factor, please reach out to the outreach group.
And then P is for peoples and providers. And really that one is to kind of bridge the gap between, obviously the peoples and the providers, right? Ease of access versus supporting on how the work is being done. It's more of a human-centered approach, and stuff that we're working on is like building a speakers bureau for the first topic being homelessness. How do we build a speakers bureau that allows people's voice to be heard? Bring them in, build up a toolbox, help them understand, how to talk about their story. Long and short intros. What does it look like to get a headshot and a resume and a letter of recommendation to move forward with that? So we're working heavily on that. Another thing would be pandemic pods. Obviously, with the current state of what we're in, there's an alternative learning method that people are interested in, and we're just trying to figure out how that looks in Pierce County. Other things are, doing outreach projects, right? Working with the outreach team, but also working with our people and doing outreach projects that way. So those are some of the things that we're working on there. Based on, kind of the collaboration with 828, we would love to invite everybody to our next task force meeting, which is on Tuesday, November 10th from 9 to 11. We'll put the information in the post and mine and Tamar's information as well. If you want to reach out and grab the Zoom link, we would love to invite you there.
So next time when you asked, are you in the loop? There we go. Are you part of leadership, organizational structures, outreach and engagement, people and providers? We got so many things that we're trying to do, and we need great people to be able to do these things. We're inclusive. All you got to do is tell us where your heart is. We're not asking you to bring a bunch. Just bring your passion. Bring what's meant for you. Even if you don't want to be stuck in one group, you don't have to be. We just want you out here engaged with us. And that's where Loop City comes from. We work in this city. We grind in this city. We bridge the gaps in this city. And we need you there with us. So please, like we said, we'll put our contact information in the chat. Make sure you guys reach out to us. November 10th is the next task force meeting from 9 to 7. We're going to be doing a lot of great things. This is just the beginning. We're going into 2021, the year of resiliency, and I hope to see you guys there with us.
Likewise. And it's 9 to 11, not 9 to 7.
Sorry, 9 to 11. My bad. I think about this all the time. Hope to see you guys soon.
See ya.